The city doesn't load anymore. It wakes up. In the early morning rain of Liberty City, the streets hum softly. Not loud, not chaotic, just alive. NPCs sip coffee. A bus driver rubs tired eyes. Somewhere, a radio crackles with static. Long before players talked about AI worlds or metaverse cities, GTA was already experimenting with something deeper. Presence. Back then, players thought GTA was about speed, crime, chaos. But the veterans learned quickly. Mira primero. Look first. In Vice City, the sun rises, pink and gold. Neon signs fade as morning comes. Palm trees sway. NPC joggers appear only at certain hours. And here's a detail few ever noticed. If you stand near the beach long enough, NPC dialogue shifts to more relaxed tones. Less anger, less urgency. The city breathes differently. In Portuguese, players say, sentir o clima, feel the atmosphere. By San Andreas, Rockstar stopped making maps and started making ecosystems. Forests weren't just decoration. Wildlife moved differently based on player presence. NPCs in rural areas reacted slower, calmer. Urban NPCs stayed alert. The game didn't tell you this, but it expected you to notice. Players in Indonesia call this rasa, feeling without being told. Here's a secret buried deep in San Andreas behavior. If you train your character consistently and avoid violence for long periods, random NPC encounters shift from hostile to neutral more often. The game rewards discipline, not just progress. Then came GTA 4, and suddenly the city felt heavy. Liberty City wasn't flashy, it was emotional. NPCs talked about life, regret, money, survival. Players across Europe said, "C'est sérieux." It's serious, not because it's dark, but because it feels observed. A detail rarely mentioned. If you frequently stop to listen to NPC conversations instead of rushing missions, future ambient conversations become longer, more layered, more personal. The game quietly encourages attention. When GTA 5 launched, everything accelerated. 3 protagonists, switching perspectives, massive draw distances. Streaming culture exploded alongside it. Clips, shorts, roleplay, chaos compilation. But the biggest secret of GTA 5 wasn't explosions, it was adaptation. Los Santos learns you. If you constantly switch characters, the city becomes unpredictable. Traffic density increases. Random events cluster. But if you stick with one character for long sessions, the world stabilizes. Patterns emerge. Police response becomes easier to read. NPC reactions soften. In Japan, there's a phrase, ma niao, being in sync. GTA Online pushed this further. Live events, seasonal changes, community discoveries. Suddenly, millions of players were shaping the same world, and Rockstar began experimenting with something that feels very modern now. Shared illusion, one little known behavior. When large numbers of players complete the same event globally, spawn rates and ambient difficulty shift slightly for everyone. Not announced, not documented, but measurable. Players in India noticed it first. Sablog egg Sath Cartagena. Everyone does it together. As AI tools rose, AI voices, AI animation, AI-generated clips, GTA quietly evolved too. NPCs and newer builds respond less predictably. Dialogue feels less repetitive. Movement feels less robotic. Not because they're truly intelligent, but because they're layered. And now, GTA 6. A world designed for the era of live streams, shorts, reaction videos, and global audiences. NPCs don't just react, they respond. In GTA 6, if you repeatedly help strangers, nearby NPCs slow their movements around you. Less panic, less fear. It's subtle, but it's there. The city recognizes behavior patterns. Players in Korea call this ki, the flow. Another rarely discussed detail. In GTA 6, certain locations change tone based on time spent there. Music layers adjust. NPC eye contact increases or decreases. The world tracks attention, not just actions. Trending topic: roleplay. In GTA RP servers, players notice something incredible. NPCs unintentionally reinforce immersion. If you behave calmly, NPC traffic respects you. If you behave erratically, chaos follows. Even without scripts, the base system supports storytelling. This is why GTA content performs so well globally. It's not about winning, it's about emergence. Across TikTok, Shorts, Reels, players share moments where nothing happens and millions watch. Because GTA isn't about objectives, it's about situations. In Spanish-speaking communities, pasa algo raro. Something strange happens. In Brazil, isso no fue planejado. That wasn't planned. In Germany, das System reagiert. The system reacts, and they're all correct. Here's a trick almost no one talks about even now. If you stop moving completely in a crowded GTA city, NPCs eventually stop reacting to you. You become part of the environment. Not invisible, but accepted. The AI deprioritizes you. This isn't stealth, it's assimilation. In French, faire partie du décor, become part of the scenery. This behavior exists across GTA games, but GTA 6 refines it. The city doesn't need you to act, it watches first. That's why GTA survives trends. That's why it thrives on AI-generated content, reaction videos, mystery breakdowns, lore theories, and global storytelling. Because beneath the cars, the missions, the chaos, GTA is a simulation of attention. A world that learns how you play, how you move, how long you watch, and every time you log in, whether for a mission, a clip, a stream, or a story, the city is already awake, waiting, observing, and quietly adapting to whatever you decide to do next.